Good morning. As Grand Marshal and Professor of History, I declare the 136th Graduate School Commencement Ceremony of the University of Rhode Island officially open. We will begin our ceremony with Michaela Lane, class of 2022, who will sing the national anthem. We dedicate this performance to the men and women of our armed services and in memory of their fallen comrades. Today, we honor the 57 veterans of the class of 2022, and we are deeply grateful for their service and all they have accomplished at URI. Please rise and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem. Thank you, Michaela. Please be seated. I will now read the University of Rhode Island Land Acknowledgement Statement, which was developed in collaboration with the Narragansett tribe. The University of Rhode Island occupies the traditional stomping ground of the Narragansett Nation and the Niantic people. We honor and respect the enduring and continuing relationship between the indigenous people and this land by teaching and learning more about their history and present-day communities, and by becoming stewards of the land which we now too inhabit. Today's dedication will be offered by Amy Olson, who is the president of the URI Chaplains Association, as well as the executive director of URI Hillel. Amy is a native Rhode Islander and a graduate of the New England Academy of Torah. Amy earned a degree in theater from Washington University in St. Louis and a Master of Fine Arts in Theater Directing from the University of Minnesota. As part of the Chaplains Association and URI Hillel, Amy works to foster dialogue, understanding, and respect in our community among people of different faiths and traditions. She has served on the URI Equity Council and received a Diversity Award from the URI Multicultural Student Services Center in honor of her efforts to advance institutional equity and inclusiveness. It is my pleasure to introduce Amy Olson.
Congratulations to the graduates, your families, your friends, your professors, and your mentors. After the past 2+ and counting years of the pandemic, it is no small thing to be together in person to celebrate today. The renowned 20th century scholar and philosopher, Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel wrote, "To celebrate is to contemplate the singularity of the moment and to enhance the singularity of the self." Celebration is an active state, an act of expressing reverence or appreciation. Celebration is a confrontation, giving attention to the transcendent meaning of one's actions. Today, we celebrate your resilience, your tenacity, your accomplishments in the face of unexpected challenges, and the promise of what you are going to accomplish in the years to come. I summon you, in the words of Rabbi Heschel, as urgent now as when he wrote them some 70 years ago, to get up each morning and look at the world in a way that takes nothing for granted. Never treat life casually. To be spiritual is to be amazed. The Shehecheyanu is a Jewish blessing one recites whenever one realizes the miracle of the present moment and gives thanks for being alive to experience it. May you have many Shehecheyanu moments in your lives and be blessed with the discernment, the humility to experience and give thanks for each and every one of them. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. It is my pleasure to introduce Brenton DeBoeuf, Dean of the Graduate School.
Good morning, graduates, friends, family, and everyone else who is here to witness this tremendous day. It's good to see you. In 1962, the late President Kennedy inspired our nation by challenging us. The words he said were, "We choose to go to the moon, not because it's easy, but because it's hard." Today, we're here to celebrate the hard things that you chose to do. Today, it's an honor to plant the flag by bestowing the highest degrees that can be attained on you. But before we get to the business of awarding master's and doctoral degrees, the graduate school would like to specifically honor 4 students for their outstanding research accomplishments and the faculty mentors that make it all possible. By the way, the faculty are seated right up front here. At the end of this commendation, I will ask each of the honorees to stand. Please hold your applause until the end. First, the Graduate Mentoring Award recognizes the vital role faculty play as mentors to our grad students. This year, the Graduate Mentoring Award goes to Professor Melva Trevino Pena. Professor Melva Trevino Pena is a human geographer and an assistant professor in the Marine Affairs Department. She first came to URI as part of the Multicultural Faculty Fellows Program in 2018. And during her short time at URI, she has proven to be an influential researcher and teacher, and most importantly, she is an excellent mentor. Dr. Trevino-Pena's colleagues and students are effusive in praising her skills as a role model and compassionate mentor. Her course, titled Doing Ethnography, is regarded as a must-take graduate-level course in the Marine Affairs Department. And she is the founder and faculty sponsor of Voices, which is a student group at URI dedicated to facilitating continuous and mutual learning around topics of inclusion, equity, diversity, and representation in higher education. In addition to excellent teaching and mentoring at URI, Dr. Trevino-Pena is committed to changing the norms in our larger academic culture. Just last week, she co-authored a paper in Inside Higher Ed, which is like a trade magazine for us, where she laid out a roadmap for creating mentoring environments with the potential to transform the academy. Most importantly, Dr. Trevino-Pena's students agree that her mentoring is excellent. One says, quote, "I feel supported and energized to challenge myself. In sum, Melva is an incredible professor, mentor, and human being." And, quote, "Melva is certainly without a doubt an excellent mentor and deserves to be recognized as such." Needless to say, we agree. In addition to the mentors, the grad school annually honors graduates who have demonstrated excellence in master's and doctoral research. Today, we will recognize 4 students, 2 from the previous year, for obvious reasons, and 2 from the current graduating class. The Outstanding Master's Thesis Research Awards recipients are Ellis Khaledian and Catherine Williams O'Donnell. It's all right. We'll have them stand in a minute. Mr. Khaledian received a master's degree from the Marine Affairs Department in the spring of 2021. His thesis, titled Institutionalizing Resilience, Insights from Initiatives at 10 U.S. Seaports, was described by one faculty mentor as the best master's thesis project of any of my advisees since I started my position at URI. The study focused on U.S. seaports, the backbone of the nation's maritime economy, and a class of infrastructure highly exposed to coastal hazards associated with climate change. Earlier this year, Ms. Catherine Williams O'Donnell defended a thesis titled The 1697 Project, Unraveling a Mystery Surrounding a Set of Patchwork Blocks. Ms. O'Donnell investigated a set of patchwork blocks that were donated to URI's historic textile and costume collection that date to 1697, which is the earliest patchwork date that is known. So I just want to point that out. That's here, right? Like URI has, this in our possession. That's so cool. Her scholarship made her the unanimous choice for the Outstanding Master's Thesis Research Award from this year's graduating class. The graduate school would also like to honor 2 graduate students who have demonstrated outstanding doctoral research. The awardees are Dr. Thomas Malden and Dr. Michaela Cashman. Last year, Thomas Malden defended his dissertation titled A Transceiver Integrated OTDR Design, which aims to revolutionize fiber optic sensing systems by addressing the most critical bottleneck of the technology, the very high system cost. Dr. Malden's high-quality research resulted in 15 peer-reviewed papers and $2 million of external research support over the past 4 years. And then this year, the Outstanding Doctoral Research Award goes to Michaela Cashman, who wrote and defended a dissertation titled Advanced Detection of Microplastics and Per- and Polyfluoroalkyl Substances in Sediments in the Narragansett Bay Watershed. Her research has resulted in the reconstruction of PFAS deposition patterns in our regional waterways. So you guys who don't know what that is, it's a very important toxicant that's almost ubiquitous in all waterways right now. Yeah, it's on your Teflon pans, if you know. Yeah, anyway. Dr. Cashman is also a leader in her community and was awarded the URI Diversity Award in Undergraduate Student Excellence and Leadership and Service. So, it's worth repeating the Kennedy quote, not because it's easy, but because it's hard. No one said this was easy. Our students do hard things, and they produce great work. Unfortunately, Ellis Khaledian is unable to join us today, but can the other awardees please rise? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, presiding today will be the 12th president of the University of Rhode Island. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Mark Parlange.
Thank you, Dean DeBuff. Good morning, everyone. It's a delight to see you all here. Class of 2022, congratulations. It's a great day to be a Rhody Ram. I hope you take pride in all that you have accomplished and look back on your journey to this moment with a deep sense of achievement. And to all your family and friends who are here, who have supported you through these years, let's take a moment and thank them with a round of applause. Today we celebrated commencement, which may feel like an endpoint, but in fact, by definition, it's a beginning. In one respect, you're just starting your careers, and your path from here will take you beyond our campuses and into your field of study, maybe thousands of miles away or just down the road. Perhaps a place not yet known. And maybe you're going to begin another course of study or chart a new territory in your academic careers. You're also beginning a lifetime of engagement with the university by entering into a vibrant community of alumni who are decision makers and leaders, entrepreneurs, industry leaders, and game changers in every corner of the world. This community, your network, is a powerful asset that you can leverage for a lifetime. Stay connected, tap into it, give back to it, and use the resources it provides and which you have so richly earned. As we celebrate this beginning, let's look back at what it took for you to get here. A graduation from a great research university. Since the day you arrived at URI, you have been challenged in your coursework by your peers, professors, by your research, and by a global pandemic. You have met these challenges, and you are now equipped to face whatever comes your way. You're poised to see wherever you go. It's really been an honor for me to see the work that you have done and the paths you have carved for yourselves. I encourage you to remember that with the rewards of your degree also comes responsibility. I have faith that as you advance in your careers, you will embody the values that we hold dear as an institution. That you live and lead with integrity, courage, and honesty. Never forget, you are now proud members of the URI family, and I look forward to seeing where you go from here. Indeed, some of the most prominent ambassadors and stewards of URI are the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees, dedicated volunteers who spend countless hours with URI's senior leaders to help guide the university, and they've certainly been invaluable for me through my first year in this role as president and as we navigated the pandemic. The Board of Trustees members work diligently to further enhance the university and build upon its strengths and vitality so that we can serve the people of Rhode Island, the nation, and the world. It is my pleasure now to recognize those members of the Board of Trustees who are here with us today. Would each member stand as I read your name, and will the audience please hold your applause until all members of the board have been introduced. University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees Chair, Margot Cook. Board of Trustee member, Courtney Nicolado. And ex officio member, Barbara Cottam. I thank each member of the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees for sharing this day with us. Speaking today on behalf of the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees is Chair Margot Cook, a 1986 graduate of URI. Margot brings more than 3 decades of executive leadership and operating experience as an investor and business leader in the asset management industry. She served as president of Nuveen, responsible for over $1 trillion in assets under management on behalf of clients in 24 countries. Today, Margot serves on the boards of private equity, venture capital, and hedge fund firms. Margot also holds an MBA from Columbia University and is a chartered financial analyst. Margot is the first chair of the URI board. Please welcome our chair, Margot Cook.
On behalf of the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees, congratulations to all graduates and to your parents and families who are celebrating with you today. It's an honor to welcome you and to also welcome our new president, Mark Parlange, who joined us this past August from Monash University in Australia. The selection of a new president is one of the most important decisions that a Board of Trustees can make. We selected President Parlange from amongst more than 200 applicants, and while he has traveled the world, he was actually born right here in Rhode Island, and we're so happy to have him back. President Parlange is an accomplished researcher, university leader, and a visionary who brings tremendous global experience to URI. We're already seeing both the president and his wife Mary's impact. Quite frankly, I don't know when they sleep. Between the two of them, they're accomplishing their goal to meet all of our students, parents, faculty, legislators, and the Rhode Island community. Importantly, President Parlange has a deep understanding that as the flagship university of Rhode Island, URI has a significant role in the growth of the state and our economy broadly. Higher education is a pathway to solving economic, climate, and many other societal issues, and URI plays a pivotal role. What I've realized since my time as a student at URI, and what you may be realizing now, is the power of education. Education teaches you how to learn, how to question, and how to take chances. Education is something that empowered me. It gave me the courage to look braver than I felt a lot in my career. I chose a field where very often, I was the only woman in the room, and that can be intimidating. But I had an education, and that gave me confidence to take risks. A lot of people are going to give you advice, so I'll get in line with 3 quick thoughts. The first is that whatever you choose to do, make sure your voice is heard. The people you work with want to know what you're thinking, and because you bring a new perspective, they want to hear it. The second is reach out to people around you and ask them to tell you about their career path. Everyone likes to talk about themselves, so they'll agree to meet with you. You'll get great information, and you'll start to build your network. The third is, it's really simple, but volunteer. It doesn't matter where. It can be with a nonprofit, it can be in your neighborhood, but you'll meet people you wouldn't otherwise know. and you can try things out that you might not do at work. The result is that you'll make your local community a better place to live, and you'll gain totally new perspectives that you won't get at work. I can tell you that the nonprofits I've been involved with in my life have really changed my life. Since you arrived at URI, so much has changed in our world. Some things for the better, some not. But throughout these uncertain times, you have proven yourselves. You finished your education at one of the most challenging times in our history, and in doing so, you thrived. You stretched beyond your comfort zone. There are many times in your life where you're going to be uncomfortable and you're going to have to face conflicts. You just proved that you know how to manage graduating in one of our most historic, challenging times. You were determined, committed, and you had a plan. And you used your voice and you made a difference. And you will continue to make a difference. As the chair of the URI board, I can tell you that we've been inspired by you. You are what we mean when we say Rhody Pride. You've already proven yourselves as outstanding members of the Rhody community. Take that same special level of perseverance that you've shown throughout your time here at URI and take it to the world community. Take on the challenges in front of you, like you just did the past few years, and make sure that your voice is heard. If you continue on this path, I can assure you that the possibilities are endless. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Go Rhody.
This year's graduate speaker, Afia Rachel Ansong, came to Kingston from Ghana via the Bronx, New York. She's a doctoral student in English and creative writing, and she's also finishing an MBA degree this summer. Next fall, Afia, who holds a BA in English from the City College of New York and an MFA in English and creative writing from Stony Brook University, will pursue a postdoctoral fellowship in Africana Studies at Mount Holyoke College. A Ghanaian-American writer, dancer, singer, and photographer, Afia emigrated to the US when she was 12 years old, bringing with her an interest in writing that has blossomed into a love for poetry. She is the author today of 3 chapbooks and is working on a full-length work. At URI, she is the founder of the Caged Bird Sings Poetry Festival. Her PhD dissertation centers on the journey and story of Adinkra symbols created by the Akan people of Ghana. The symbols, which represent concepts and proverbs, were brought to America by enslaved Ghanaians, and they were incorporated into local architecture as a means of saying, "We are here." Fittingly, Afia found many Adinkra symbols in Kingston when she found her home here. Please welcome Afia Ansong.
Thank you, Dean Dubois. Good morning, President Parlange, faculty, deans, family, and colleagues. I would like to begin my speech today by reading an original poem titled Postcard to Phyllis Whitley. They say they cannot find her where she is from, Senegambia or so, from a land where women eat gold to heal their skins and soften their gums. Her voice none could avoid. She wrote to surprise herself, possessed by the spirit of language. She disentombed the stories lined in her cartilage of her eardrums. Her mothers must have sat by rivers to listen to the way fish wept when currents flowed. Strangeness followed her like a bee in labor. Some white man sat her in a room and asked if she wrote poetry. That a black woman could place neat rhymes shocked their kindness. Yes is all she must have said to keep gratitude in her teeth and anger in her wrist. I want to say thank you. I am a woman who was often not given a room to light fires and burn bias. I accept the layers of this skin. I desire myself as I would a bag of hot rocks near my feet in winter. Whoever she really was, because she is somebody, descendant of queens, griotess, that is what we shall call her. I can feel it when the finger I left in my mother's womb quivers. Like the notable African-American Phyllis Wheatley Peters, I believe many of us have traveled in some way far from home. I am an Akan woman following a patrilineal ancestry of the Kwo people of the eastern region of Ghana. Although I was raised in the city of Accra, I was nurtured by my grandmother who grew up in the deep mountains of Abitifi, several hours north of the city. My grandmother and mother's stories encouraged the rediscovery of my Ghanaian American identity when I moved from Accra to the Bronx at the age of 12. And eventually, these experiences inspired me to explore my identity through research and creative scholarship in the English department here at the University of Rhode Island. I find my origins in Rhode Island too, where I've spent a considerable amount of time researching indigenous oral art objects from Ghana, Adinkra symbols. When I walk down the streets of Wakefield or take a ride to Newport, I see the imprints of the symbols left by my ancestors for me, reminding me that they were here too. As graduates, I hope we remember that we have the power to create our own origin stories, to move the characters left or right, to change the rise in action, to make sure the end is beautiful, like the sun setting over Cape Coast after a long day of heat. We must acknowledge that we are part of a community and our origin stories don't only change us, but also change the people we call friends, family, and loved ones. As we go into the world, I challenge you to be as wild as the peppers I grew with my grandmother in Accra, as beautiful as an Adinkra symbol carved into metalwork in Newport, as resilient as the New England winds that often caused us to lose power, and as impactful as the petals of a dandelion. Congratulations, class of 2022. We did it!
Thank you so much, Fia. We will now move on to honoring our graduates.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please rise? President Perlange, I present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and ask that you confer on them that degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees and on the recommendation of the university faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with all the rights, privileges, and responsibility pertaining thereto, and I congratulate you on behalf of the entire university. Doctors, please be seated.
Olivia A. Hearn, dissertation title, Diatom Phycosphere Microbiome, major and Hooding professor, Tatiana Reinerson. Nora Alibracati, attrition of underrepresented students, major and Hooding professor, Lisa DePippo. Eric Almeida, interactions among healthy oral microbes, major professor, Matthew Ramsey, Hooding professor, Arnab Duda. Jennifer Amaral, sounds from pile driving and fin whales, major professor, James Miller, Hooding professor, Christopher Baxter. Wendy Amelot, practices in effective Title I schools, major and Hooding professor, Lisa Coiro. Afia Ansong, textiles and Androcan heritage, Hooding professor, Peter Cavino. Angela Astornini, developing inclusive gender instrument, major and Hooding professor, Lisa Harlow. Sandra Basley, nurses as double duty caregivers, major professor, Jeanette First, and Susan DeSanto Medea, Hooding professor, Jeanette First. Nathan Bauman, clustering of health behaviors, major professor, James Prochaska, Hooding professor, Mark Robbins. Helena Bentel, magnesium intake and diabetes in women, major and hooding professor, Brietta Oakes. Nicholas Berdinando, system conditions on US elections, major and hooding professor, Gretchen Macht. Saeed Barem Borgagi, using neuromakers for communication, major and hooding professor, Landa Sharihi. Sarah Brent, probabilistic localization, major and hooding professor, Paolo Stegano. Karen Capobianco, process of readiness for MSW graduates, major professor, Stefan Batal, hooding professor, Anne-Marie Vaccaro. Michaela Cashman, emerging contaminants in sediment, major and hooding professor, Thomas Boving. Gozde Chai, textile belt for respiration monitoring, major and hooding professor, Kunal Manicodia. Amir Sharbaji, paper-based nitrate detection, major professor Mohammed Fargadi, hooding professor Konstantina Angela Topolos. Erin Churchill, school psychology and indigenous students, major and hooding professor, Margaret Rogers. Nicholas Constant, PD aware, major and hooding professor, Kunal Manicodia. Cristina Nicole DeJesus Villanova, Iguanas Impact Puerto Rico's Agriculture, major and hooding professor, Jason Colby. Daniel Delaney, simultaneous alcohol and marijuana use, major and hooding professor, Linda Stein. Maria DeFonte, feasibility, acceptability, ebb and flow, major and hooding professor, Ellen Flannery Schroeder. Mei Wen Ding, treprostinil reduces renal IRI in vivo, Major Professor Nisan Goem, Hooding Professor Angela Slitt. Megan Drohan, Opioid Use After Inpatient Detox, Major and Hooding Professor Robert LaForge. Mara Dubnichka, Sensor Development Using Xanthine Dyes, Major and Hooding Professor William Euler. Eva Molly Dunbar, Behavior Change Drivers, Major Professor James Prochaska, Hooding Professor Ellen Flannery Schroeder. Natalie Fenn, Civic Engagement and Non-College Young Adults, Major and Hooding Professor Mark Robbins. Erica Fiore, Women's Experiences in Math Courses, Major and Hooding Professor Michael Barris. Desiree Forsyth, White Women and Racial Justice in STEM, Major and Hooding Professor Anne Marie Vaccaro. Caitlin Fox, Antecedents of Childhood Obesity Risk, Major Professor Allison Tovar, Hooding Professor Maya Vadavalova. Kyle Gamache, Bolstering Effects of Psychological Capital, Major Professor Marie Lynch, Hooding Professor Peter Adamy. Vasundhara Gar, Valuation of Utility Scale Solar Arrays, Major and Hooding Professor Corey Lang. Svetlana Gocharenko, Childhood Trauma and Emotion, Major Professors Nicole Weiss and Manshu Yang, Hooding Professor Nicole Weiss. Mitchell Gravely, Investigation of Biological Nanosensors, Major and Hooding Professor Daniel Roxbury. Okay. There's one for you. Okay. Juanetta Hill, Tophenamic Acids and its Analogs. Janetta Hill, Major Professor Nasa Zawiya, Hooding Professor Brenton DeBoeuf. Leo Hong, Blockchain and Supply Chain Management, Major and Hooding Professor Douglas Hales. Sarah Hosny, Hybrid Neural Response Classification, Major and Hooding Professor Yolanda Sharari. Yana Hertsenko, Clustering of Cancerous Genomes, Major and Hooding Professor Noah Daniels. Ajita Jadhav, Fermentable Carbohydrates and Benefits, Major and Hooding Professor Kathleen Mellinson. Khorshid Jahan, Stormwater Quality and Quantity Management, Major and Hooding Professor Soni Pradahang. Kira James, Cognitive Reappraisal versus Acceptance, Major and Hooding Professor Ellen Flannery Schroeder. Eileen James, Identity and Peer Review Practices, Major and Hooding Professor Jeremiah Dryhouse. Tim Jonas, EV Charging, Urbanicity and Service, Major and Hooding Professor Gretchen Macht. Joshua Galinsky, User-Centric Zero Configuration Haptic Wearables, Major Professor Kunal Manicodia and Paolo Stegano, Hooding Professor Kunal Manicodia. Andrei Katkov, To Scale Dragons, Major and Hooding Professor Jennifer Jones. Timothy Keeney, Chronicling a Pandemic, Major and Hooding Professor Diane Kern. Corinne Kulesh, Retention, Bridging Research and Policy, Major and Hooding Professor Minsuk Shim. Dor Lapore Lawal, Risk-Benefit of Oral Anticoagulants, Major and Hooding Professor Sharon Wen. Brian Maggi, Fragility Curves for Reinforced Dunes, Major and Hooding Professor Christopher Baxter. Cassandra Manduhana Ducat, Pre-Service Teachers, LGBTQ+ Attitudes, Major and Hooding Professor Margaret Rogers. Haley Parker, Diet Quality, Weights, and Mortality Risk, Major and Hooding Professor Maya Badalo. Peter Phelps, Dynamic Topology Optimization Scheme, Major and Hooding Professor David Taggart. Jennifer Petros, Computational Thinking in Elementary Science, Major and Hooding Professor Minsuk Shim. David Quinn, Genius Hour, Major and Hooding Professor Julie Coiro. Omar Riviera Morales, Parallelization of Self-Organizing Maps, Major Professor Lutz Hamill, Hooding Professor Noah Daniels. Nuwanthi Rodrigo, Low Temperature Electrolyte for Lithium-Ion Batteries, Major and Hooding Professor Brett Lucht. Mohamed Moeen Safai, Wearable Optical Materials, Major and Hooding Professor Daniel Roxbury. Okay. Gotcha. Bindishar Shwa, Nanoparticle Radiotherapy for Cancer, Major Professor Michael Antosh, Hooding Professor David Smith. Melissa Schick, Affect, Alcohol, and Risky Sex, Major and Hooding Professor Nachia Spillane. Christina Schultz, Alcohol, Context, and Decisions, Major and Hooding Professor Amy Stammates. Mafish Shahid, South Americans, Mental Health, Major and Hooding Professor Gary Stoner. Pen Chang Shi, Earthquakes on Oceanic Transform Faults, Major Professor Matt Way, Hooding Professor David Smith. Chris Starkey, 3 essays in financial economics, major and Hooding professor Georges Safik. Lashanti Sumatharathni, transition metal ion PVD thin films, major and Hooding professor William Euler. Evelyn Taki, probiotics for Eastern oyster hatcheries, major and Hooding professor Marta Gomez Chiari. Marzia Tamana, N&P Management by Riparian Models, major and Hooding professor Sani Pradahang. Thomas Malding, a transceiver integrated optical time domain reflectometer design, major and Hooding professor Tao Wei. Kathleen Tran, regulation of SWI-SNF chromatin remodeling complex, major and Hooding professor Arnub Dutta. David Opegi, social justice and evolutionary biology, major and Hooding professor David Festovsky. Yiwei Zhao, novel virus-like particle platform for vaccine development, major and Hooding professor Xinyuan Chen.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice please rise? President Parlange, I present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice and ask that you confer on them that degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees and on the recommendation of the university faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice with all the rights, privileges, and responsibility pertaining thereto. And I congratulate you on behalf of the entire university. The doctors will be hooded by the Provost and the Dean of Nursing, Barbara Wolf.
Desiree Hayes. Julia Levely. John Rotatori.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Physical Therapy please rise? President Parlange, I present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy and ask that you confer on them that degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees, and on the recommendation of the university faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. And I congratulate you on behalf of the entire university. The doctors will be hooded by the Provost and Professor and Department Chair of Physical Therapy, Ella McGow.
Kelly Ahern. John Aruda. Angela Cardasi. Jessica Cardoso. Daniel Chappelle. Megan E. Costa. Oliver Coles. Brody Duperry. Eli Espinol. Olivia Feria. Bailey Fernandez. Morgan Forrester. Richard Gladding. Gabrielle Green. Alex Gustafson. Lamia Hamey. Laura Husak. Emily LePage. Justina Malik. Sarah McGrath. Ryan McEwen. Catherine Patricia O'Brien. Kelly O'Rourke. Nicole Perno. Jade Rodericks. Taryn Travis. Victoria Victiglio.
President Parlange, I now present to you the candidates who will be certified by the university for the master's degree. After rising, I ask the candidates for each master's degree to remain standing until the degree is conferred. Will the candidates for the Master of Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Science please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Business Administration please rise? Will the candidates for Master of Environmental Science and Management please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Library and Information Studies please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Marine Affairs please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Music please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Oceanography please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Public Administration please rise? And will the candidates for the Professional Science Masters please rise? President Parlange, I present to you these candidates for the master's degrees in course and ask that you confer on them their degrees.
So by virtue of the authority vested in me by the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees, and on the recommendation of the university faculty, I hereby confer upon you the master's degree with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and I extend to you the congratulations of the entire university.
Masters, please be seated as we recognize our degree recipients.
Kathleen Bambury. Carolyn Bolerman. Abigail Buer. Mary Carper. Stephen Sorella. Elizabeth Conley. Fabian Coronado. Julia Di Giovanni. Emily Dowling. Sean Fennell. Lauren Fogarty. Marie Paul Faposi. Anna Garrity. Allison Hernandez. Carissa Iakabuchi. Jennifer Iozzi. Gregory Jeroma. Raina Kiefer. Brittany Kissinger. Jamie Kraus. Rebecca Lister. Maggie Luongo. Catherine Morris. Melissa Murphy Bradshaw. Riley O'Connor. Brianna Perna. Tyler Perry. Darlene Pezza. Luz Posada. John Aiden Riley. Lucia Santilli. Rebecca Sobis. Sauda Salami. Clayton Starr. Chase Stiles. Yume Sun. Caitlin Urbanski. Stefan Vasilevsky. Adriana Wilding. Carolina Wojcik. Callan Yanoff. Adam Beckett. Jeffrey Bean. Daniel Baez. Lindsay Bates. Michaela Analundi. Kaylee Andruska. Thomas Andrelis. Justin Andreed. Janelle Amwako. Alex Almeida. Janae Alexander. Narouge Unadikari. Kimberly Abaticola. Alexandria Capolino. Sophia Caden. Matthew Cabral. Ashley Braga. Tara Boris. Kayla Bourbon. Kelly Bouchard. Mason Bogue. Tipavan Boatwright. Saba Bajari. Carter Berger. Sarah Benavides. Angela Badigian. Alex Dengel. Gabriel D'Antonio. Linda Dangle. Vicki Cummings. Jeremy Cullen. Courtney Cook. Jillian Cedrus. Emma Sears. Tessa Centracchio. Holly Carlton. Beth Carlton. Shannon Carey. Miriam Cardenas. Dylan Fredericks. Rachel Fleming. Sandra Faraz. Kelly Faye Wolf. Anna Futtiger. Alan Ferrandi. Carolyn Estes. Lydia Dubrova. Ian Doyle. Colleen Donahue. Emily DePalma. Samantha DeCanio. Zachary DeSimone. Jessica Ho. Kyle Higgins. Gabriel Hermes. Abigail Hassenfuss. Kylie Harris. Michaela Hanrahan. Olivia Hamparsumian. Madeline Gronsky. Melody Groban. Kendra Graham. Nathan Graff. Sarah Gallo. Shinta Gallet. Jamie Froment. Felix Klempt. Sarah Kahn. Serena Kessler. Michaela Kelly. Camille Kiefer. Emily Karn. Rachel Jensen. Derek Jacobs. Callie Jackson. Lauren Itzler. Emily Iannotti. Christopher Iannatelli. Victor Hunt. Joyce Ho. Joseph McLean. Alexia Martins. Isabella McGuire. Melissa McQueen. Caitlin Lyons. Lufan Liu. Sarah Littman. Linda Limpenet. Lucia Linder. Alexa Laudigas. Carrie Lahaney. Zachary Lee. Beatrix Lavager. Gabriel Lasora. Alexandra Noah. Cameron Murray. Danielle Mullen. Amy Mullen. Alexis Montero. Amy Malloy. Jack Miniati. Caitlin Milliker. Rebecca Myers. Brian Mercier. Caitlin Mello. Molly Meehan. Jillian McKinley. Casey McEhaney. Taylor Roderick. Michael Rock. Julia Ray. Vignesh Vadichandra. Resta Ramanira. Nagar Ramani. Broderick Prowse. Jesse Priamano. Samantha Pender. Alyssa Papiano. Tina Parker. Madeline Orellana. Rosemill Orvally. Shelley Olivia Barbosa. Daniel Tamayo. Jerison Still. Gabriel Simos. Jennifer Silva. Elizabeth Shaw. Meredith Sarah. Shejar Shadu. Madar Sali. Valentina Rosell. Melody Ross. Andrew Rosenberg. Veronica Sapajin. Bethany Rolls. Stephanie Vi. Mark Voda. Gina Villarica. Krishna Sumpada Vellary. Sonia Vasquez. Madison Turner. Justin Trickett. Kara Torrey. Evelyn Spencer. Emma Pasacuzzi. Kate Thomas. Simone Tessier. Darlington Tima. Ita Wolandari. Sean Wilder. Hannah Wood. Raymond Williamson. Catherine Williams O'Donnell. Jennifer Whitworth. Anthony White. Guancho Wong. Jennifer Walsh. Madison Walker. The following 8 students are part of the first cohort from the URI Széchenyi University Dual Degree MBA program in Hungary. Attila Balog. Zoltan Gall. Dominique Rogerson. Esther Shalaman Kovac. Dora Sabari. Tamash Soba Herkeli. Yudi Segeti. Attila Tote. Andy Anderson. Amy Brennan. Nicole Brewster. Zachary Buckley. Veronica Callender. Kimberly Cartier. William Counts. Ashleen Curry. Andrew Davidson. Kelsey Davis. Jonathan DeLulio. Angelica Dimitri. Thank you. Michael DuPont. Ryan Dwyer. Kevin Erickson. David Escalera. Emily Fisher. Billy George. Leanne Griffin. Cassidy Hadcock. Jolene Horschneider. Lacey Hyland. David Kirkpatrick. John Legundrian. Danielle Leonardo. Krisha Lesniak. Alora Manhanti. Courtney Sheridan. Hilma Miranda DeClaus. Megan Mooney. George Morse. Olivia Murray. Michael Falaye. Corvo Akuala. Jennifer Nicky. Francis Obert. Emilio Ortiz. Elias Olacor. Brianna Papolino. Philip Popino. Amanda Plant. Shay Poland. Brianna Polanco. Andrea Portucalian. Erica Rainville. Jessica Raposo. Jessica Russo. Alexandra Rill. Marina Sagalovich. Dennis Sagamang. Italy Shab. Afsal Shaikh. Nicole Singleton. Antonio Smith. Daniel Tariq. Jillian Traeger. Manuel Veda Stugal. Amelia Barizin. Gretchen Volberg. Michael Wharton. Emily Winslow. Caitlin Ladone. Stevie Ray Wood. Kevin Wood. Jeffrey Wozencroft. Eva Baker. Brandon Costa. Lincoln Dark. Luciana Ferrone Cocha. Ryan Fritz. Madeline Galliano. Abby Green. Gavashka Lewis. Nicholas Monjo. Isaac White. Andrew McNulty. Sarah O'Sullivan. Gabriel Pezich. Timothy Piacentino. Monica Rao. Aaron Shaheen. Catherine Baker. Brianna Corellis. Sarah DeAngelos. Abigail Dolan. Martha Ennis. Karen Gagner. Wendy Gustaval. Rebecca Lelly. Olivia Phillips. Abigail Ricklin. Melissa Scannell. Christina Swizz. Urfa Canastia Ferroni. Isaac Davidson. Danielle Moore. Disak Madi Pari Risota Diwa. Ruth Adams. Suzanne Austin. Jason Cook. Rachel Ferdinandi. Courtney Green. Timothy Hayes. Sarah Horstman. Patricia LaSalle. David Jardine. Kevin Mullen. Terrell Parker. Bethany Pimento Bowman. Nicholas Toth. Christopher Weiss. Nicholas Carchidi. Stephen Doyle. William Imodi. Jonathan Lamis. Afia Islam. Nicole Nunez. Madeline Rousseau. Monique Teixeira. Kevin Valenti. Hong Shang.
Good job.
Now that you're all back in your seats, I would like you to please rise for the alma mater, which will be sung by Samantha Jean Murphy, class of 2022. Thank you, Samantha. I now declare the class of 2022 graduate school commencement ceremony officially closed. The platform party will now depart the arena and will be followed by the faculty and graduates. All guests can meet their graduates outside the Ryan Center, where professional photographers will be available to take pictures with graduates, guests, and family members. These photographers will be wearing red vests for easy recognition, and the images they capture after the ceremony will be available online, along with the images they capture of each graduate during the ceremony. All graduates and their guests are invited to the President's reception at Hope Commons. You may leave your vehicles where they are presently parked, and there will be staff to direct you to the reception. I now declare the 2022 graduate commencement ceremony officially closed. Congratulations.